Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers. It's Luke here. Some manager news out there. Obviously, since the podcast that we did on Sunday after the game, I did do a Newcastle review, but I forgot to mention that Rodgers and Potter have been sacked. Two managers that we know have had little links towards West Ham, and there was the rumour about Potter a few months back that West Ham were waiting, to see if Chelsea sacked him and then they would get rid of Moyes. Well, that opportunity is there now. Do I think it will happen? No. I think Moyes is here at least to the end of the season, and I hope, this is my hope for David Moyes. As much as I've had enough of him now, my hope for David Moyes now is that he keeps West Ham up, he wins that Conference League, and then it's done in a way that it looks like he's walked and sort of semi-retired rather than had been sacked, and then that way he can sort of keep his integrity a little bit. But yeah, Rodgers, good manager, sacked by Leicester. By all accounts, the board have said they're not interested in Rodgers or Potter. What you believe of that, I don't know. They have to say that, so to a certain extent, you don't know. Rodgers I like as a manager, usually plays good football, good coach as well. Misleading, some of the stuff about Leicester. He's had players sold beneath him, not really been back to the transfer market. And obviously it's paid dividends, it's gone against them, should I say. It's not quite worked out, and they're sliding down the league, and I think Leicester have just done a final gamble really to see whether they can get out of it. I would have him definitely next year, if he was one of the options out there, but I think he'll get snapped up. Wouldn't surprise me if he ends up at Spurs. Rodgers, someone like that they might go for. In terms of Graham Potter, I like him. I understand all the stuff, does he need a massive backroom team around him, the amazing scouts and, the director of football and stuff. And the fact that, if it is true that David Sullivan has said, that's what he needs to succeed. Again, to me personally, you could dig that out two ways. Okay, maybe he does need that, but also West Ham are not prepared to do that. And this is what good football clubs do now. They build this amazing backroom so that if one piece of the chessboard moves, it still stays in flow, and that's the problem. If when we sack Moyes, or when Moyes goes, a new manager will come in, new ideas where, if you've got a good backroom team already sorted there's a smooth transition, just like we've seen at Brighton with De Zerbi. But there are two managers out there now, but there are loads of jobs out there. We know that Potter has just rejected Leicester as well this morning. The Spurs job's going, the Chelsea job's going. Nagelsmann's out of a job. Not that he's going to come to West Ham. Pochettino's still out of a job. There's going to be a real merry-go-round of managers in the summer, in the next few weeks as well. There's loads of managers out of a job. Anyway, guys, just short and sweet. Let me know what you think in terms of the managers going forward. If I had a preference of either the two, I think I'd go Rodgers, to be honest with you. I think he's a very good manager, and I really, really like him, and I think he would do good stuff for us. Till next time, guys, keep believing.